Hello, everyone. In our last lesson, we traced the origins of digital currency, explored its driving forces, and saw how Bitcoin became a milestone that sparked a wave of private digital currencies. Now, here comes the question, what does the digital currency we hear about every day actually look like? How is it essentially different from the paper money we use, the balance in our bank cards, or the digits we see in Alipay? Does every digit that appears on our mobile phone automatically count as digital currency? Today, we will go beyond just hearing about it. Instead, we will give digital currency a precise profile and dive into its core concepts and essential features. This is the foundation for understanding the entire digital currency ecosystem, and even the future of finance itself. Are you ready? Let's unveil the mystery together. In this lesson, we will mainly cover the following topics. Learning objectives for this lesson. 1. Understand the general definition of digital currency and its key components. 2. Master the core features that distinguish digital currency from traditional electronic currency. 3. Learn to assess the performance and challenges of digital currencies in fulfilling the three key functions of money, as a unit of account, a medium of exchange, and a store of value. What is digital currency? Let's explore together now. Digital currency is a form of money that exists in digital or electronic form and relies on cryptography and distributed ledger technologies, such as blockchain, to realize the storage and transfer of value. This definition seems simple, but it actually contains profound meaning. Let's play the role of detectives and break down the keywords one by one to see what clues we can uncover. 1. Exists in digital or electronic form. Unlike coins or paper money, it has no physical entity. Essentially, it is a specific string of code or encrypted data within computer systems. This makes it naturally suited for circulation in the internet and digital ecosystems. 2. Relies on cryptography and distributed ledger technologies. Cryptography, e.g., asymmetric encryption, hash algorithms, forms the security cornerstone of digital currency. It ensures 1. Proof of ownership. Your private key is the password to your assets, impossible to forge unless lost or stolen. 2. Transaction security and anti-counterfeiting. Transaction data is encrypted, making it resistant to tampering or repudiation. 3. Distributed ledger technologies. DLT, especially blockchain, constitute the core mechanism for building trust. It enables decentralized or weakly centralized accounting, removing reliance on a single bank or authority. It also ensures the transparency, verifiability, and immutability, trustworthiness of transactions. Not all electronic records of value count as digital currency. To determine whether a certain form of money falls within the scope of digital currency as we discuss it, the key is to examine whether it possesses the following core features, with the first three being the essential distinctions from traditional electronic currency. 1. Decentralization core feature. 1. Traditional currency and electronic currency are highly dependent on centralized institutions such as central banks, commercial banks, and payment providers for issuance, accounting, clearing, and regulation. 2. Digital currencies, by contrast, operate primarily through a distributed network of nodes, where consensus mechanisms jointly complete these functions. There is no single controlling authority or absolute power. This model reduces single-point failure risks and challenges the traditional financial intermediary structure, while also creating regulatory difficulties. 2. Cryptography basis, security foundation. The ownership and security of digital currency transactions do not rely on the credit backing or security infrastructure of centralized institutions. Instead, they are guaranteed by mathematical and cryptographic principles. Techniques such as private key signatures, public key verification and hash locking form its security defenses. 3. Programmability, important potential. This is a revolutionary feature that allows digital currencies to go beyond traditional currency. Digital currencies can embed programmable code, enabling the automatic execution of preset rules. 4. Anonymity or pseudonymity. In many digital currencies, e.g., Bitcoin, transaction records are public and transparent on the blockchain, but wallet addresses are not directly tied to real-world identities. This provides a certain level of privacy protection, pseudonymity. Some digital currencies adopt advanced techniques for stronger anonymity. However, anonymity is not absolute. Law enforcement agencies can trace identities through on-chain analysis combined with off-chain information. Regulators are increasingly concerned with anti-money laundering and counterterrorism financing requirements. 5. Global reach and peer-to-peer transfers. Powered by the Internet, digital currencies can, in theory, enable 24/7 seamless cross-border and cross-time zone value transfers, unrestricted by bank business hours or clearing systems. Fundamentally, transactions are peer-to-peer, where the sender transfers value directly to the receiver without relying on banks, payment gateways, or other intermediaries. What functions do digital currencies have? Let's continue our learning journey. A key question is, are digital currencies truly money? To qualify as money, they usually need to fulfill 3 key functions. 1. Unit of account. They serve as a standard measure of value for goods and services. E.g., a cup of milk tea equals 30 renminbi. Current status. Due to extreme price volatility, e.g., Bitcoin, private digital currencies are currently unable to serve effectively as a stable unit of account. 2. Medium of exchange. They are widely accepted as a means of payment in transactions. Current status. Acceptance is growing in specific scenarios, e.g., cross-border remittances, online marketplaces, within the cryptocurrency ecosystem. But digital currencies are still far from being as universally accepted as fiat money. 3. Store of value. They preserve purchasing power for future use. Current status. Bitcoin and other scarce digital assets are sometimes viewed as digital gold for storing value. However, their high volatility makes them a risky store of value. Currently, private digital currencies, especially non-stable coins, do not yet fully perform the 3 traditional monetary functions and still face major challenges. They are more commonly regarded as a new type of asset class or as tools for specific purposes, such as payments within certain ecosystems or cross-border transfers. Alright everyone, let's quickly review the key points of today's lesson. 1. Digital currency is a form of value that exists digitally and relies on cryptography and DLT. 2. Its core features distinguishing it from traditional electronic currency are decentralization or DLT-based operation, cryptography-based security, and programmability. 3. At present, private digital currencies are still immature in fulfilling the 3 key functions of money: unit of account, medium of exchange, store of value, and they face significant challenges. Today, we painted a clear portrait of digital currency. We now know what it is, what makes it special, and what it is still missing to fully take on the role of money. Through this lesson, we not only gain knowledge, but more importantly, we learn how to analyze and think critically. Digital currencies are products of technological progress. Like a double-edged sword, they bring unprecedented convenience and possibilities, but also risks and challenges. We can see that technological innovations often arise as solutions to real-world problems, such as inefficiencies in traditional financial systems and high costs of cross-border payments. This inspires us to develop the ability to identify problems, seek solutions, and explore the unknown with courage. Finally, please complete the following exercises. That's the end of today's lesson. See you next time.